Just like that, we're back with another video. G'day and welcome. I think this is the last video of the year. Possibly. Could be. Unless something else gets uploaded, then it won't be the last video. But probably is going to be the last video. Anyway, g'day and welcome. Hopefully you people are doing salubriously. What does salubrious mean? Well, Sebastian said that word to me, and I was like, what does that mean? And he was like, well, it means happy and healthy from his understanding. So, I hope you're all having a salubrious day. Anyway, the whole point of this video, I'm going to try not to waffle because I have a tender hooks. I have a thing of waffling, so let's try not to waffle. I've wrote down a list. Wait, what? Hold on, a dyslexic wrote something down? Does it make any sense? No. Am I going to go by it? Probably not. Do I look professional? Kind of. Anyway, let's talk about the cars we've had this year. So cars we've had this year and all of that blah, 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 blah. Yeah, well, we obviously got Pembalina because, well, Pem's Pem, and that's not really going anywhere. We sold the C34 Stag because I really wanted to keep that, but it was pretty much as much money to run as a Falcon, so I prefer Falcon, so obviously I'm going to go for a Falcon. So that's why I bought that red? Yes, red, crimson, whatever you want to call it. The BF Coon with Jack and Barney. We went down to freaking Palmerston, North P-Town, and we bought that, bought it back. Long story short, lost money on that, had transmission problems, a few just Falcon problems, but was actually a really good car. It just needed a little bit of money spent on it, and I didn't really want to spend money at the time. Looking back, probably should I have, but, you know, you live and you learn. But then we bought this thing. So the Coomer now, that's currently Barnabas's old Falcon, so he blew the diff in it, and long story short, he couldn't really be bothered doing it. It's just, I don't know if you people know, but doing a subframe, doing a diff on a Falcon, you have to drop the whole back end out of the car, and it's just like really just, it's more just annoying. Probably would be a lot easier to do if you're not doing it on your parents' front lawn. Doing it on a lawn is a little bit dodgy, especially if you people watch that video. The way we like jacked it up is very sketchily, but we made it work. Like, if in doubt, Julian about. So we got this, we got a diff with it, but I sold the open diff because I was like, I don't really want an open diff, and then I managed to suss rear subframe. This whole car doesn't owe me very much, so it was a good financial decision. We've just fitted a transcooler to it as well. I don't know if I filmed that. No, I didn't actually film that. So this has a transcooler now, so now we can tow stuff, so we can like tow heavy stuff. The BA, what have I done to it? It's just got weather shields, roof wing, drop wing, it already came with that, and then it's got some VS2 wheels with 18x9s or 9.5, I don't know, I'm dyslexic. So Pembalina, the reason she's on jack stand. So I've tried putting an angle kit in that. So I started with the Drift HQ angle kit with lower extended tie rod ends, freaking the LS400 thingies, and well, that didn't work. It had too much angle, so then it hit my arms. I think they're called caster arms. Hit those, so I got other ones, they didn't fit, and then I was like, you know what, this has way too much angle anyway for a car with only 210 horsepower. Like, it's way too much angle. So then I got the Missions Racing knuckle thingy, so they're like 20 mil, I believe, 20 mil shorter, where the tie rod end picks up. With the LS400, same tie rod ends, but then we had the problem of not enough thread on the inner tie rod, so I cut the outer tie rod ends down by about a centimetre, kind of just eyeballed it, cut it, and was like, yeah, now righto. But then we ran into the problem, too much towing, because the thing would bottom out like this. It would actually just like bottom out, and it couldn't go any further. So you're stuck with too much towing. So now I'm trying to figure out what I go through to do now, because I was like, oh, I could just use the stock tie rod ends, but I only have like 10 mil of grab with the stock tie rod end. So I was like, well, I don't know what to do, so I might get, I don't know yet, to be completely honest. Have a think about it over New Year's, and then freaking, if we figure something out, we figure something out. If you people have any ideas, please let me know. I am open to practically anything at this point. It's only 210 horsepower. I don't really need a lot of angle. I just need a little bit more for second gear wobble bumps. So we also got new juddies for Pem this year. We got the BC Golds. It's got a 12k in the front, 6k spring rating thingy, doohickey thing in the back. Anyway, enough stuff about cars. Alright, next thing, we are doing trips this year. So, Hampton Downs, as you guys probably have noticed, I've done a lot of trips to Hampton Downs this year. Trips away, we've done Hampton probably like 10 times. I don't know, actually, probably nearly 10 times. We've done Taupo once or twice or 3 times. I've met some very interesting people this year. So Pem's gone there 3 times this year. Other times we've just gone and watched. I do want to get on the track eventually, but I might need power or just more balls to send it harder, and maybe a little bit more skill, because my skill level isn't that high with doing the driftings. My very first Hampton Down trips, I met this dude Brody, and well, we kind of talked for like 15-20 minutes, and then like ever since then we kind of just like kept in touch over the conversation thing on the Snap off chat, and then we kind of just came kind of like close. So like he's like kind of like a brother now, so we kind of just go up there every once in a while, and then we go to like down events, and he's like real accommodating. So shop Brody, you're a freaking absolute legend. I just gotta say thank you so much for having us. Like I don't know how many times we've come up a lot of times, and every single time you've been so freaking accommodating and so just welcoming, and it's made us feel at home. Probably the best day of my life, because I had all my family there. Family I knew. By family I mean like close mates that I look at as family. That's what I mean by family. So I had all them there, and then one of my close mates as well even phoned me that day and was like, "Gee, how's it?" And pretty much wished me all the best, and was just like really loving, even though he wasn't even there. So shot Gavin. And you people will actually see this video. You will see this video. You got to get me to 1,000 subs, or should I say 5,000, just to be a twat. I took my mama and my father. I got me father in the car with me, going for burnouts at Hampton Downs. So if you want to see that video, get me to 1,000 subs, just above 1,000, then the video will be released. That was definitely a highlight of my year as well, because, well, I got to meet mum, the chick who freaking carried me in her stomach, freaking legend. I got to take her for burnouts and PM, going, bumblebee bum. Now I took my father for burnouts. But anyway, that was freaking sick. And I also forgot to say this. I got to catch up with my uncle and auntie, and I guess they'd be cousins? Yeah, cousins. So my mum and her are twins, and they are so funny together. They are just like out the freaking gate, round the corner, up the hill, and like up on top of the mountain, down the other side. Like these two are just freaking out the gate together. That was so fun that weekend when they came up. That was like such a good weekend. Like I hadn't seen them in freaking years. Like highlight of the year would have been going in the TR Racing track car. Because I love R32s so much, like those and the A86s, dream cars. So that was like such a fun day. And last year they didn't get to go because certain things went wrong with their car, but this year they got to go, and it was so sick seeing them going there and absolutely flying around the track. Like I was so stoked for them, and that car sounds so nice, like so nice, and I'm so proud of the way they've set that car up. It's freaking awesome. So big thanks to Ruben and Trent for taking us for a lap, well, a few laps around the track. That was much appreciated.
Let's go.
Oh, then there was the LS1 Altezza. Now that was really cool. I liked that a lot because I kind of like Altezzas just a bit. Because they go wah boom bee bum, except this one went wah dun 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 wah dun dun dun. Anyway. Oh, yeah, we went to the Franklin farm. So that was like an interesting thing, eh? Like actually we went to the Franklin farm. And like as a kid, that's all I could think of, because I used to ride a lot, as you guys would have seen through the years of me going, wow, I've been doing this for years. Wow. Anyway, like, so that was really cool. I hadn't ridden in like, probably like a good, well, I hadn't ridden in a while, for sure, I don't know, a big minute. He was like, you want to come Franklin Farm tomorrow? And I'm like, oh yeah, nah, righto then. So then we went to the Franklin Farm, sussed the double flips to phone. It was quite fun, and like hanging out with some very well-known people. It was really buzzy. I definitely need to ride more. I think I've been saying that for a while, but I definitely do. I don't know, I just thought I'd say, just in general, make the most of every day with the people that you love, because never take a day for granted with them, because you never know, they might not wake up tomorrow, you might not wake up tomorrow. Life can get really busy when you get older, and you know, you get commitments and all of that, and things tend to get into the way. But just try to, even if it's even just a 5-minute call, just call one of your close homies you haven't seen in a while, and just let them know that you love them and you appreciate them, and that, because you just never know, like, when your last day is going to be. And it is hard to remember, but life is a gift, and it is worth living. And if you do struggle mentally, just reach out. I know it's hard, like it's very hard humbling yourself and saying, you know what, I need help, I can't do this on my own. But if no one's going to be there for you, because like sometimes there isn't people who are there for you when you're going through your battles, you can always call on a Mr. God, and you'll be surprised what he can do. Look, the person who woke up today had plans for tonight. The person that went to bed last night had plans for today. Like, just make the most of it with the people that you love, and let them know that you love them. And if people are taking you for granted, and you know they're taking you for granted, then ditch the people you're hanging out with, because all that's going to do is bring you down. You want to be with people that are going to bring you up. You want to tell people the good news. You want to tell them the bad news, and they're not going to be like, I've done something worse, and blah, blah, blah. You want someone who's going to be there for you and say, you know what, I'm freaking stoked for you, bro. Or sis, or whatever the frick you are, I'm stoked for you, and I'm going to lift you up. But anyway, yeah, hopefully that all of you peoples have a good Christmas, a good New Year's, and please stay safe out there, because you are needed in people's lives, believe it or not, you are. But yeah, just please be safe out there, because you were created on purpose and for a purpose. If you like it or not, that's the truth. Too bad, accept it. On that note, it's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you so much for everyone's support this year, and shot for all the close homies. I freaking appreciate you so much. I have made some absolutely great memories with you peoples, and it's been an interesting year. We'll leave it at that one. Sayonara. Whapa.